Almost had it. Almost had it. All right. What's up, you guys? There's Jammy on the screen, just where he's supposed to be. Welcome to the co-stream, the Without Parole co-stream, Without Parole Cross Jammyhero co-stream of the March 24th VR Games Showcase. Welcome, Jamie. How's it going, man? You said you've been a little bit sick lately, but how's things going otherwise?
Yeah, I've been trying to keep on trucking on, but been getting over an illness. Wasn't too great last week, but I'm all right in time for this, and that's the main thing. We've had a very busy week. It's not let up. There's been a lot of news and a lot of exciting things. Biggest one being Flight Sim that I'm sure we'll kind of delve into before the show kicks off. But it's been a busy week, but I'm back on my feet, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. It's always a great show with the VR Game Showcase. Jamie and Zena always kill it, so excited to experience it all with you guys.
Yeah, this one, I feel like this one is going to be like really. It just feels like all the messaging so far for this one has been really good. It feels like they're like completely on track. It seems like there's not going to be any shortage of PSVR 2 games. So I feel like regardless of what headset you play on, you're going to watch this and go, oh yeah, okay, the future of VR is looking pretty good. And like you said, we had a pretty good week already for PSVR 2, and so so this is just going to add fuel to the fire for a headset that everyone's been calling dead for the better part of the last 3 years. I feel like we're eating pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's just jump into it. What did you think of that PlayStation blog post about Microsoft Flight Sim?
I'm going to lap up anything about this game, to be honest. In terms of what they put out, I'll happily take it all, but I would have loved to have seen. I'll get the only negative out of the way, which is I'd love to have gotten specifics on whether they're doing anything different with reprojection rather than them just stating that it's in there. And I would love to hear actual frame rate targets and resolution targets. Apart from that, I'm completely sold. It looks amazing. It's what I've been waiting for. Actual PSVR 2 gameplay. I cannot believe this is happening so soon, it seems, as well. From FS Weekend, it looks like it's coming next month in the Sim Update 5, and people have played it. People have been to FS Weekend. I've had people hop into the comments as well of some of the videos that we've done covering it, answering questions about the port, saying that they were impressed by how stable it was and how it looked. Again, that was on PS5 Pro, but this whole kind of package of rollout of information has been really, really gratifying to see, because it's something that's been a long time coming, and I'd rather an uptick in information like this, I think, where we're quite close to the release and we're getting a lot about it, rather than 5 months ago when it's been announced, we get all that then and then radio silence to release. I'm liking this trend of pushing out the news and the impressions and the information, and we're very close to release. I think this is going to be my game of the year, I want to say, unless they really, really fuck it up, but I hope not.
Are you trying to tell me you didn't love it when Aces of Thunder just kind of strung us along for 3.5 years with the smallest gameplay clip saying coming soon, literally every other week? You telling me that's not your preferred way for a game to get launched?
Believe it or not, I don't like the release imminent and then 5 months pass. What is imminent? But we have it now. I can't really complain. But God, those 3 years were very long, weren't they? It was a lot of people. Every day comments were saying this game doesn't exist. It's not coming out, but it eventually did. And luckily we haven't been put through that ringer with Flight Sim. So yeah, it looks close.
And let's be clear, it wasn't everybody. It was just AJ. No, I love throwing AJ under the bus, but AJ was a huge supporter of Aces of Thunder since day one. He was super excited about it. And he just recently did it with Secret of the Mimic, so I have to give him a little bit of shit, because it was the day after he said Secret of the Mimic that's not coming out.
It's gone.
Literally the next day, it was don't worry, it's still coming, spring 2026. So that's almost here.
Yeah.
It's honestly, speaking of Secret of the Mimic, I feel like we should maybe set expectations for today a little bit. I've seen people saying, oh my god, I hope we see something about Resident Evil 9 today, or I hope we see something about even more about Microsoft Flight Sim. And I think it's good to have some kind of perspective on this. And I'm not going to speak for Jamie or Zena, but I think as of right now, I would set your expectations properly and say, don't expect these big AAA games, these big AAA hybrids to be at a show like the VR Game Showcase yet, right? These guys got just getting started. They've only been doing it for a couple of years, and they're still kind of building up their reputation. It's kind of how I look at Flat to VR, right? Flat to VR is they're killing it and they're doing a great job and they're getting good IPs, but they're not ready to announce BioShock VR yet, right? They are getting there though, and I really think that this has kind of been the great thing about being with the VR industry almost since its inception, is that we get to see these small creators and small studios, build, and then we're kind of watching them take over the space like in real time, which I think is very, very cool.
It's getting bigger and better, basically like month on month, really, like in terms of announcements. I will repeat myself from the last time we did the showcase, from like being close to Jamie and Xena throughout the process, and also doing content alongside the VR game showcase. I don't know everything that's going to be here, but I have coverage that's going out when this show ends. So I don't want to sit here and pretend like I'm faking reactions like, oh, what's this? Oh, but I'm here to experience it with all you guys. And obviously I'm going to keep my mouth shut about certain surprises and things. I will echo everything you just said. We're not going to see, Resident Evil 9 VR here unless there's something I don't know about. But it's going to be a good show, I think. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Honestly, these are more enjoyable than State of Plays for me now. So it's just a celebration of everything, really, and I'm excited to see what you guys think, and I'm excited to take it all in as a showcase and as a presentation, because it's always very professional. But again, as you said, don't want to have the most skyrocketed expectations, but there will be some good stuff here, 100%.
And on that note, Jamie, just everybody watching, make sure you go find Jammyhero's channel on YouTube. You're probably already subscribed to it, but if you're not, I don't just glaze him like live on the show. I was glazing him before we even started the show and just being like, man, he's been sick all week and he's still putting out better content than I do, and like more punctual and more topical. Hey, I did not say you were allowed to speak. Take the compliment, Jesus.
Okay, I'll take it.
Right, I love it, man, and it's been like of all the VR channels out there, I feel like I'm constantly envious of yours and your work ethic and your ability to stay on top of this stuff, because you've gone above and beyond even for this show to like find out what's going to be there so you can get a video together ahead of time. Meanwhile, I'm sitting back going like, what the hell's going to be here today? I'm
so excited for that though. I'm so excited to see what you think of this, honestly. But thank you so much. Like, every time I come on, it seems like it's just it's the glazing session every time. It's all this just picking me up, and you're not doing my ego any favors here right now. I really appreciate it. But yeah, it's going to be a good day today, I think. And it was at the end of the last time that we did this. Was it the last show that was more kind of Quest and PC oriented? And I remember the kind of the rhetoric afterwards wasn't the most positive for us as a community. It shouldn't be that way today, I don't think.
Last time was super rough because we had just come off of like 3 days where like Triangle Factory just announced that Forefront was coming, and I think maybe that was when Secret of the Mimic, Steel Wool Studios reminded us, hey, our game is still coming too. And like we had like 2 or 3 announcements over the course of 2 or 3 days that were all like, holy crap, anything in the VR game showcase is just gonna be bonus. And then the VR game showcase ended and it was like nothing. Or was that State of Play? I don't know, but like
it might have been the State of Play, but it was similar feeling, whatever it was. For sure.
And so like it's just a reminder to everybody. It's like, dude, we have so much stuff to be excited about. Even if there were no PSVR 2 games here today, which obviously there will be. It's just I think we need to be like really thankful for what's coming, and really appreciative that our headset's doing well, and during a time that gaming overall isn't doing all that great. So I think we just need to kind of appreciate where we are and understand that like even though it's not like selling tens of millions of headsets, that we're still in the game and that we're still having fun.
I agree. I think like if Flight Sim was the only game to release this year, I would still be a happy person. It's such a big get. Honestly, some of you guys, you think that I post a lot of GT7 stuff because I enjoy motorsport and racing. I'm going to be fucking insufferable when Flight Sim comes out. Just you wait. It's going to be... It's gonna be it's gonna be my personality for the entire month, probably. I cannot wait for this game.
I love it. We got in the chat. We got BJ from Urban Wolf Games saying, "Hold on, I got to cover you up a little bit, Jamie, with the tip window."
It's okay.
With the 30,000 Wu-Tangs saying excited for Legendary Tales DLC release date as well, or sorry, releases as well. Hold on, we got to scroll back. He also said release date of the release and releases. Bro, I am crazy excited for Legendary Tales, and I gotta be honest, I wasn't crazy excited prior to the new announcement that you gotta finish the game before accessing the DLC. Because I lost my save character before my review came out because of like patches that were happening pre-launch.
Same here.
So And I hadn't gotten a chance to go back and create a new character and finish the game with that new character. And so I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to put like dozens of hours of work in just to experience the DLC. But here we are. And everything's changed, and now you're gonna be able to experience the DLC from the word go. You're gonna be able to just access a level 50 character to have a huge jump, so that you can not spend hours and hours and hours grinding if you don't feel like it. You get to experience new content right out of the gate, and I think that's the best decision Urban Wolf Games probably could have made. But yeah, I mean, what's your excitement level for? Is it Dawn of History? Is that the name of the DLC?
Yes, I believe so. I'm same page as you. I really enjoyed Legendary Tales, especially in co-op. It was a load of fun, super cool. And I think that decision, not only for me, I'm in the same boat as you, where my original save character is gone from pre-release, which is like kind of what we saw coming then. But now being able to jump in and not just me play it, but everybody who maybe will look at the DLC and be like, that looks amazing, I want to play that. Right. They'll be able to jump in as well, and it's going to increase, the amount of people who pick up the game and go. And I can't wait, because they're one of the games that surprised me the most from that year was Legendary Tales in terms of the quality and the quantity. And if this DLC is anything like the original, it's going to just keep pushing that upwards, I think. So I can't wait.
Oh man, LC Beats the musical game cat says, do you think Legendary Tales is still worth a play solo? He says, I wouldn't have anyone to play co-op with. First of all, let's dispel that myth, okay? Because if you're part of the Without Parole Discord, which you should be already, make sure you go join us over on Discord with the link in the description below. You got tons of people to play Legendary Tales with, right? One of our mods, Nick Mulo, has set up the greatest system to find other people to play games with. You just assign yourself the role of Legendary Tales, and then anytime somebody plays Legendary Tales and says, hey, does anyone want to play with me? They can just tag all the people who've assigned themselves the role. And so we've got a great system over there. People think it's only the Saturday and Sunday multiplayer, but it's not. If you ever need anyone to play with, we've got thousands of people in our community that are all also looking for people to play with. But that aside, I think if you're patient and you like grinding, I think I had just as much fun in single player as I did in multiplayer, because sometimes I just want to like peace and quiet, walk around, kill shit, watch my level go up and assign my skill points, and not be worried about what everyone else is doing or head in the direction that they all want to head in. Sometimes I just want to play games alone, and I think Legendary Tales is pretty satisfying single player as well.
Agreed. I did I think all of my pre-release stuff for Legendary Tales was single player, and then I tried out the multiplayer when it came out. And multiplayer is really fun, don't get me wrong. It's like, if you want the social experience, it's one of the best games for it, in terms of cooperative gameplay. But yeah, by no means is single player a lackluster experience. It's how I started the game, it's how a lot of us did, and it's definitely worth a go. But again, if you do want to jump in with anybody, Without Parole Discord is the place to be.
We also got, Scally says, gaming with the 2 quid, says, got a wild prediction, Titanfall 2 from flat to VR. That is wild and out of left field, and I wonder where that came from. Like, do you think that kind of title, Titanfall, is like Electronic Arts, right? Is that who published that one?
I think it's
Respawn, right?
I want to say it is Respawn. Yeah, it's EA, I think.
Yeah, I wonder if that's too big for like right now. I think like in another year or two, I think we could be talking about titles that are that big. But I don't think we're there yet. Again, I don't want to speak for flat to VR. I do tell Miles and Wes, I'm like, tell me as little as possible, because I do want to be surprised. I want to be a kid on Christmas. So anything's possible. I do not know.
Yeah, I mean, I think eventually we'll get there. Whether that's today, probably like, I think it's a bit far, but titles like that eventually. I think the biggest barrier to that, honestly, is EA not wanting to do anything with Titanfall nowadays, apart from Apex Legends. But if you wish it enough, maybe it'll happen. But yeah, in a dream world, some titles like that would be where we end up, and maybe we will.
You can just will it into existence. Is that the new plan for 2026?
Yeah, we don't request devs anymore. We just sit there and think really hard.
I like it. The power of positive thinking compels you. Lord Smitty34, the mailman game cat, with the $20 tip. Thank you guys for your support. I appreciate everybody that's here, keeping this channel alive. It says, busy with mail, but I love you both. Y'all are the 2 main reasons I'm even on YouTube. Dude, it's like so sweet to hear that shit. It's crazy.
That's so nice. Damn. The fact that you're delivering mail as well while listening, I'll never get over that. I'll never get over that. That's such a cool thing to think about.
Right? People like just doing their fucking daily job, man, and like we're part of it somehow. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 11 years, and somehow it still seems fake. Jeremy and I, or Des and I, used to call it playing house. We used to pretend like we film a show, and then like we put it out into the world and pretend that people were watching it. We called it playing house, and just like we're pretending we're a big YouTube channel. And now people actually watch, and it still feels the same. It still feels like we're just pretending. And I don't know. Yeah. My mom has created 2,000 fake accounts, and she's all of it. She's all of you. That's
all
what
the
it
comments at the same time. Yeah.
Man, hey, so listen, we got a couple minutes here before the pre-show starts. For anybody who doesn't know, we're not just going to talk for the next 25 minutes before the show starts. Jimmy has a pre-show set up, and I think it's usually set for like smaller titles, right? Some stuff that maybe isn't like big bangers. And I got to be honest, man. I wasn't paying close attention to the announcements, other than what I put up for PSVR this week, and I saw that there was some teasers that really intrigued me. Like, do you saw that the bike game, like the mountain bike game that they show like just for a quick second at the beginning?
Oh yeah, just for a second. Yeah,
at the beginning of the teaser, and I'm like, is that Deficit Games mountain bike game? Like that was like trying to get funding and couldn't, like, and now is it back from the dead? Like, I'm very curious about this.
I don't believe so. I want to say it's a different studio. I think Deficit still is kind of in the behind the scenes doing their own thing with that. But this also, that did intrigue me. That clip. I want to say it's a different studio. I could be wrong. We're about to find out. But yeah, I want to say it's a different one. I did see as well for the pre-show specifically, VR Kiwi just tweeted saying that we'll see a bit of Virtual Hunter here. That's another one that is kind of, we can publicly say we've had access to for a while. I personally haven't jumped in and played it yet, just because I know it's meant to get a few more patches and stuff, but that should be here, basically.
It got delayed. It got delayed out of its March release window, and I hope they delayed as much as possible, because, or as much time as required.
Needed, yeah.
Because it had a lot of potential, but it felt very janky, and I really, really just hope that they take their time and get it right, because there's a lot of hunters out there. There's a lot of people who I think would just love the camaraderie of going out there and tracking animals together with other people, and I think it has a lot of potential. But from what I played, it just wasn't there yet. So take your time out there, VR Kiwi. Take your time and get it right, because I think once it's out, people will really enjoy it.
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna give it a try when it's ready, for sure.
You are in a little bit of a unique situation. I don't want to push you because I don't want you, because you know a lot of what's happening today, and I don't.
That made me slip up.
So I mean, are you able to do predictions at this point, or is that not a thing?
I would say it's not really a thing in terms of what I predict is going to be here, but I can make a prediction on whether I think people are going to be happy or not. I'm going to say yeah. I don't want to like overhype, because it's not my job, but if I was going into this completely blind, I think I'd be pretty, especially with the news, the week of news we just had, even. Yeah, I'd say I'd be pretty happy today. Let's flip this. Usually you're asking me predictions. What do you think? What are your wildest dreams for this show?
I mean, I honestly, like, I just want some release dates, and I know that Flat to VR is going to be a big part of this show, and shout out to everybody over there. These guys are, I honestly think in about a year or two, we're going to be calling Flat to VR the saviors of VR, and they are setting the standard for what other VR studios should be doing. I think Endreams and Servio should just drop what they're doing and start adopting the Flat to VR model. I think lots of studios need to be doing this, and so like hats off to everybody over there. Keep up the good work. But I want some fucking release dates. I do. I want Wrath Aeon of Ruin in my hands now. I want to know when Flat Out's coming. I want to know when Postal 2 is coming. Right. And so it's like I'm good on announcements with them. Oh shit, we gotta do this. Let's go. The pre-show is starting.
We've kicked off.
Yeah, let me get the sound up a little bit here. Here, you guys can hear the stream. Let me make sure that it's in HD, full screen here. Close that up. Settings, and
I need to stop my background music that's going just for me as well, because otherwise that's a horrendous audio mashup. There you go.
There we go. I can hear it. You guys should be able to hear it. Real quick, while we're waiting for this countdown to finish, we got Gabe Cato with the Australian $10 saying was playing Cyberpunk on Switch again tonight. And so wish it was on PSVR too, but damn, I'd love Dying Light, which also plays nice on Switch too. Give me some open worlds, damn it. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Game Cato. Kill Artist 1, the Dreamweaver Game Cat with the $2 says doing tree work but listening with my earbuds. Awesome. More people doing their day-to-day jobs while watching. Comic Book Guy with the $2 says, hey, Jammy.
Hello.
All right.
It's time.
Here we
Thank you very much.
Let's go. I'm turning this thing up.
Welcome to the VR Game Showcase pre-show kickoff with me, your host, Xena. The big show is in less than 20 minutes, including one of our biggest ever new game announcements. But before all of that, we've got 10 new trailers and updates from independent developers and smaller studios. These titles will be showcasing fun and intuitive design, introducing us to new ideas or building on ones we visited before. And most importantly, they look pretty cool. So make sure to wishlist, pre-order, or purchase the games you like the look of. First up, we're getting our gloves on for a punchy new arcade game.
All right, Jamie, here's my prediction. 3 of all of these pre-show games are coming to PSVR 2. That's my guess. 3. Only because these tend to be much smaller games from smaller studios that, don't have their dev kits yet.
I don't actually know the exact number off the top of my head for pre-show, so you may be right, you may be wrong. Let's find out.
This looks fun, though. I've seen this before. This looks really good.
It's my first time seeing this, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just Tetris, but you hit the monitor to move the blocks left and right, and then punch it down to drop the block. And you're playing with, 10 people or something? 8 people? It looks really fun.
Oh, and Cubo as well, nice.
Bloxer is from the team behind Green Hell VR and Tracked Shoot to Survive, and it launches on Meta Quest today. Coming up next is a big update for a great God Sim.
Just hold 2 elements together and your powers will combine them into something new.
Yeah, let's get to the fun part.
This looks pretty simple graphically, but I love Townsman, and so I think that this could give me a little bit more of that.
Bit of that vibe, yeah. I think the pre-show is definitely it's in a good place where it's fast enough, We get through a lot.
Oh, How to God. I've heard of this.
New
All right,
systems,
cool.
more buildings, upgrades, and additional quests and rewards are now available in How to God. Later this week, the newest entry in the Stuff series arrives on PlayStation VR 2.
Oh.
Let's check it out.
Here's number 1. Here's the
Run the most chaotic
There you
supermarket
go.
simulator in VR. Shopping stuff.
What did you think of this one, Brian?
I thought it was fine until it ended, and then I was like, wait, that's it?
That's it, yeah.
So much potential, and then it just ended.
It's good for an hour or hour and a half.
Yeah, absolutely. So is this can't be announcing the game. This has to be announcing more content?
I assume so.
Let's hope so, because that'll make the game better. That'll make the game way better.
Look at me! I am cashier now!
Right now, this looks all like vanilla stuff, which is
Yeah, this is all stuff I've seen in the game already. Yeah, go lose 1 out of 3
there you
pies.
go.
That's what I gave it.
Oh, sure, just...
Shopping stuff. Available now on the Meta Store. Coming to PSVR March 27th.
I'm sorry.
We've looked
What?
after our pets and stuff, shaved
Did-
and stuff.
I'm
Did we
Just
just
hang on a
did we just
minute.
get crazy early access to it, and I reviewed it a month before it came out?
That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. Let me have a quick look at the store page.
Wow.
Damn, yeah, no, we did get crazy early access. That has actually fried my brain. Yeah, okay, right. I guess we didn't, yeah.
Did I break
Damn.
embargo on accident? Like, that doesn't
I don't
seem
think we
right.
did. No, I don't think we did. I'm pretty sure it was any time, but that's crazy early. God damn.
So I'd actually seen the trailer for this one a few days ago. Someone had shown it to me, and I was like, "Oh man, this is like another rhythm game." But the fact that it's climbing rhythm, like, seems like it makes it a little bit more fun than every other flying block rhythm game that we've experienced.
Yeah. My worst nightmare, heights. No thanks.
Yeah, I get scared of heights in VR. Like even if I don't feel scared, my knees start shaking and I start sweating a little bit. Yeah. I love it. I feel like my prediction is spot on, Jamie. So far,
VR climbing gets a groovy
multiplayer
makeover with
if this keeps
today's
up,
rhythm update.
and you're
a very different
you know,
multiplayer
you're bang on, maybe.
making its way to PSVR 2 and PCVR soon.
Here's our second. Is this Long Survive? Is this one?
It is.
Cool. Wes and I played this a couple months ago on Quest, and we both really enjoyed it. I think with some visual upgrades on PSVR 2, this is going to be awesome multiplayer. I think it's 8-player multiplayer.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that many.
Yeah.
And crossplay as well. Needed. Good.
Very important. Yep.
There you go.
Hell yeah. What's your timer at? I'm at 12, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, so I'm gonna back up.
The Hordes when Along Survive
30,
arrives on
29.
Steam and PSVR 2.
Yeah, I'm about where you are now.
30, with crossplay supported with the existing Quest version.
Jamie, as always, living in the future.
Look at Virtual Hunter VR ahead of its
Here's
Quest
Virtual Hunter. This is good. I'm glad these games are in the pre-show because they're good, solid games, but they're not like I'm so excited about this kind of games.
Yeah, especially updates to stuff that we're aware exists, but haven't exactly got a clear picture of when or where yet.
And at least one game that we thought was already out.
Yeah, I thought that came out like a week after we all reviewed it, but nope. I actually can't believe that. Damn.
I wonder what the update is here. Just announcing a new release date, maybe?
I assume so, yeah.
No animals were harmed in the making of this trailer.
Yeah, and the short little trailer,
but
so we
we're willing
needed.
to bet someone accidentally punched a wall. In our last pre-show back in November, we revealed steampunk zombie shooter Full Steam Undead. Today, we've got your exclusive next look at the game.
Welcome to Necropolis Island. Why not drive the Rune Train, a marvel of occult engineering?
If you can upgrade the train,
explore the island's mysteries above
Go on board
and below ground.
On board the train.
Such incredible scenery, and of course, destroy the undead. Crikey. Goodness me.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm so confused. I thought this was about a train, and like every single action scene has you just standing there. I thought this was going to be Rush of Blood Train Edition.
Rush of Train. I'd buy that. I'd play that.
That
seems like a bit of a jump off the train, and then you fight, and then you're back on the train.
I didn't realize we could kind of figure out what all the games are here because they're just a little bit blurred out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can a bit.
This already looks like a game that you go out and hunt your own food, then you bring it to the kitchen and then cook. very.
It's like Umami Grove, but not.
I was kind of hoping Umami Grove was a little bit deeper than it was.
Yeah. Like, it was very chill, but it kind of, again, it became aimless after a time. But sometimes that's what you need, but sometimes not.
Yeah, this actually looks more like what I was expecting Umami Grove to be like.
Yeah.
I'm on target for my 3 PSVR 2 games. We've gotten 2 so far. We just need 1 more of these to.
They stick the landing, yeah.
Yep. So paint and serve customers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wish painting was that easy. I wish you just put a few on and the whole wall goes evenly.
Right. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Isle of Food
PlayStation
isn't
VR,
just
that's
a
3.
cooking
PlayStation
simulator.
VR, there you go.
It also
There you go,
lets
there's
you
3.
manage your restaurant,
Oh, I'm sold.
grow your own food, hunt for produce, and customize your space. It launches on pretty much everything later this year. Also coming later this year is a brand new sequel to a relaxing MR puzzle game.
Yeah, sorry about my mic, you guys. I'm going to be constantly fixing the volume of it the entire stream. It's just been getting worse and worse every day. But I appreciate you guys giving me the heads up.
I think we're probably safely not on PSVR 2 for this one if it's mixed reality.
Yeah, let's say so. This trailer got a little loud.
Vision Pro as well
Swingle
for that one.
Arcade is a free-to-play take on the Don't Touch the Sides genre, intended for short
What a
bursts
strange
of
name.
calm play sessions.
Yeah.
Our next game, not so relaxing.
Alright, I know I'm just wishing, but this isn't Slender, is it? No.
I don't think so. That's kind of gone MIA, hasn't it? I haven't heard from them in a
Yeah.
good long while.
It's been a while. Alright, obviously it's horror, so whatever it is, I want it. Sorry, that's who I am.
Yeah, no, I'm good actually. I'm alright.
You will lag this place.
This looks like flat gameplay. This is flat game. Okay.
Well, it could be a hybrid, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Steam and Steam VR. Yep.
There
It
you
looks
go.
good.
Confined leaving OKD
Cool.
134 continues to look terrifying. But if you're too scared to play in a headset, the game will support flat screen too. Look for a
Pussies.
major demo update soon. Now, a quick warning. Our next game has a killer soundtrack, best played loud. So turn up the volume. Unless if you're watching in an office or something.
Another pawn of your dying world sent to face us. How predictable.
I love it says evolve with every death. It's like, how do you say roguelite without saying roguelite these days?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the Doom
That is
font.
just the Doom font now. Yeah, it is.
Now
Yeah.
that's how you do it. Plasmaborn is available right now on MetaQuest 2 and up. Quest players are also getting our next game today.
Oh. Quest eating good, huh?
I used to hate these puzzles as a kid. Like the little boxes you get and you gotta slide everything. Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So you're excited to play this one in VR then?
Might be giving it a miss.
Game Hollow Media says, where the fuck is the Exorcist sequel? Oh man, you haven't been around. That shit got canceled forever ago.
Yeah.
The multiplayer Exorcist Sin game. Yeah, Safety in Numbers. We did a whole show on it, Gamescast Live. And I'm sure Jamie did a video on it too.
Yeah, it was. I remember that time.
Fortunately, we are getting the epilogue chapter on PSVR 2 for the Exorcist Legion VR. That should be coming soon. So,
yeah.
There's a silver lining with every dark cloud.
Another horror game for me to not enjoy. Yeah. Too scary, man.
This is why we're not better friends, Jimmy.
Every time there's a horror release, you're like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, not again.
Interlocked Puzzle Island
Don't put me
looks
back
like a
in.
perfect fit for VR, no pun intended. Check the game out on Quest today, and PC players can look for a full launch soon. We only have 2 more titles left before the VR game showcase gets underway. So let's make them good ones.
Let's see, is there any PSVR 2 in the last 2?
The universe is under attack.
We've got your 3 out of
And
3 so
this
far, though,
time,
right?
Yeah,
only a
right on
magical
target.
girl can save it.
So really, you don't want any more because then you
Become the
gotta be
magical
right,
girl
you know?
Listen, I'd rather be wrong and get more games.
Smack them down hard.
Although I think I'm okay with this one. You Quest can keep this one. It's okay.
I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Magic.
I know what I'm looking at, and I'm good.
Learn by punching. Punch. Pose. Punch harder.
Squin.
Supercharge your powers.
People saying horror's not that bad. It is that bad. Don't lie. It's great, but it is that bad.
No, I'm with you, Jimmy. Like, the reason I like horror so much is because it affects me so much. It makes me wonder, can I take another step forward, right? And if it didn't affect me that strongly, then I wouldn't love it so much. And so yeah, it like challenges me at every second. So
Madison
I'm
still
with you.
haunts me.
What still haunts you?
Madison.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Finally, for our pre-show, let's take a look at a very promising co-op roguelike.
I hate seeing games like this and going, oh man, I would totally play this. 3-player co-op, explore space together, and then everybody's like, yeah, Brian, why aren't you playing No Man's Sky? It's like, oh, right.
No Man's Sky is fantastic.
I'm not allowed to get excited about this because I'm not playing No Man's Sky. That's the rule.
No Man's Sky is just everything space related you could ever want, really.
Yeah. I just need to get into it. I just need to sink time into it.
Yeah.
All right, that is the end of
So
the
much in
pre-show.
that game. Yeah.
That is it. We go 1 minute. I think this was a great pre-show. This was fun. Nothing too serious. A bunch of games that I'd be happy to play. Yeah. Nothing too
It was
offensive.
fast. Again, it was just like a couple minutes, if that, per game.
Yep. And I think this is so smart. I think this is such a smart way to do it, being able to say, hey, we do have smaller titles here, but this isn't our main focus today. I think these guys are really wrapping their head around like how to do a great presentation and make it snappy and fun and enjoyable and set expectations. I think they're really coming into their own.
Oh, we got 4 actually. Sorry, you're very right. Roger Gloaters, it's Shop and Stuff, Long Survive, Virtual Hunter, and
Virtual Hunter.
Isle of Food. But I don't know, Shop and Stuff for me didn't really register because it was 3 eons ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Real quick shout out to GameCat who sent 5 without Pro gift memberships, and Shapeshifter, the Anomaly GameCat who sent 5 without Pro gift memberships. Let's go. Here we go. First game of the stream. I'm turning it up.
You'd have to be a very stupid person to set us up. Warren Jupiter did just that. He will learn how much that's gonna cost him. We're the aces. The ghost, ace of clubs. The technician, ace of diamonds. the enforcer, ace of spades.
I still think we should just kill him.
Now, where's the fun in that? And me, the mastermind, the ace of hearts. The aces are a family. We heist together. We do time together. And now, we'll take down Jupiter together.
I was so up for some sneaking.
Stick to the plan, folks.
This is so interesting, Jamie. I was excited for Fast Travel's new game, and then I wasn't because Andrea said it was a multiplayer game, and then I was like, now I'm looking at this, and this looks kind of Payday-ish. It's kind of what people have been wanting in VR, and I'm like, huh, I could be really excited for this. It is Payday. Oh shit.
It is Payday.
Oh damn.
It is.
I guess there's a reason for it, but not PSVR 2 yet.
Payday Aces High
not
is
yet,
an
at least,
all-new
for sure.
VR exclusive entry
But looks
in the
pretty cool.
smash hit co-op series, and it's coming this year. Fast Travel Games is bringing frantic 4-player heists to Quest and PC VR. Stay tuned for more info later in 2026. What a way to kick off the show, right? And we've got more where that came from. Make sure to have your phone camera out and ready to scan today's QR codes for wishlisting, pre-orders, and maybe even the occasional discount code. Every time you wishlist or pre-order a game, you help developers get more visibility. And every time you join a Discord channel, you have a chance to help shape a title's future. Today, you'll see a range of games from across the VR ecosystem. We'll check in with updates to some of the biggest existing projects and celebrate some of the successes that hardworking developers are seeing. Take Bootstrap Island, for example. The hit PC VR survival game finally launched its 1.0 version 2 weeks ago, with its biggest content update to date. The full version of the game adds a new tribe faction and a custom mode that lets players adjust parameters such as day length, world intensity, and survival systems. But developer Maru VR isn't stopping there. Today, we can confirm Bootstrap's first post-launch content update arrives in Q2 of this year. It delivers a new challenge mode in which players can test their skills in different scenarios, competing for top spots on leaderboards. Not only that, but the team is also adding a new night creature to the game and introducing an improved crate for refined inventory management. And yes, we're all very excited about the launch of the PSVR 2 version of the game. We don't have a final date to share today, but the studio says it's nearing the end of development, so it won't be too much longer until we hear more.
Nice. I'm so excited for that. That's
Me
my
too,
flight
man.
sim. That's my flight simulator. I will
Really?
spend my
Yeah.
whole life. I've grown to love survival games in VR. Like, didn't care about them on the flat screen. Loved them in VR.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Dodge, block, and of course, hit. In a VR rhythm game that intuitively blends high-energy gameplay with boxing style.
Don't we have Beat the Beats on PSVR 2 already?
The game features 9 albums.
We might do. Might be a similar one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there's so many games that sound like that title.
There's a listing at least. Yeah, we have it.
Okay. That's a first, huh?
Yeah.
One of our all-time favorites is finding its way onto PC very soon. Puzzling Places arrives on Steam on April 9th.
I love Puzzling Places, man.
I did too. I gave it a 9, and everyone thought I was crazy until they played it. I also didn't know it wasn't. I didn't know it wasn't out on Steam. That's crazy.
Yes, not there.
We've had it for years on PSVR 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just fantastic. Such a good little game.
It's so beautiful, like the resolution and the detail in the pieces, and then the sound that they add as you put the puzzles together.
The clicks, and when you lean into like a street and you hear it. Yeah, super cool.
They've done such a good job of that.
And finally, just over 2 years after its launch on PlayStation VR 2 and Steam, Legendary Tales launches its highly anticipated DLC expansion today. The Dawn of History expansion adds a huge amount of content
There we go.
cooperative, physics-driven dungeon crawler.
I thought I was going to get the day off after
That includes
this.
plenty of new dungeons and maps.
Nope,
enemy
you're going
types,
to go Legendary
spells,
Tailing.
weapons, and
Yeah.
skills.
Okay, I'll get my taxes done, then I'll go play Legendary Tales.
Alongside the new weapon classes, like the spellcasting staffs and books, players can expect more legendary weapons, including a buckler that comes with a skill to hook enemies and pull them towards you. a new sword with an area of effect attack, and even a legendary dagger that returns to your hand when thrown. There's also a new divine skill tree that will allow you to assist friends by healing them during dungeon raids. You'll even face new bosses and discover a new seal system to imbue weapons with magical properties. Plus, developer Urban Wolf Games has increased the level cap to 60, whilst completely overhauling the game's stat system. And that's just scratching the surface of what awaits you in Dawn of History. You can go and pick up the DLC on both PSVR 2 and PC right now. And if you don't have the base game, it's currently on sale on both platforms.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Legendary Tales also launched on Quest earlier this year.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. I'm so happy for Urban Wolf, man. They've actually cooked with that. It looks so good.
Yep.
Of course, today is also about new games like Payday, Aces High, and this one.
And this one. Oh, dude, this listing just showed up on the PlayStation Store today. Compass.
It did. It did.
Nice. This is the first time I've seen a trailer for it, though. I was looking for one.
Have you ever played Sable? Flat screen game?
Sable? No. I'd have to look it up to remind myself what it looked like, but... Is that what this is?
Similar vibe to this. It's like hover bike sort of thing. A lot of ruins.
I'll look it up.
That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Good, chill soundtrack, puzzles.
Yeah, and Trebuchet always knows, like, they always have, like, some magic to their game. Like, even though I didn't love Winds and Leaves, it was still unique. It did something different, and it was fun. And PSVR 2, as we knew.
Compass.
The store listing. Cool.
Hell yeah.
You may have heard that VR is dead. Or that VR is dying. But that couldn't be further from the truth.
Wait, I just saw a trailer from Creature Reese.
Cook, the creative director and CEO at Creature. Making VR games is so hard. I love VR games. We're partnering with the VR Games Showcase to co-stream our Creature feature, our annual showcase this year, which will be airing on May 6th. New games, some of the greatest VR games ever made. Games you never thought were possible. Games that we love.
I like this guy.
Creature feature, May 6th.
Okay.
From Deadly Delivery to Crossings and Maestro to Thrasher, the Creature label is supporting some of VR's...
Bring Deadly Delivery to PSVR 2.
It's so much fun. Yeah, it is so much fun.
Right here on the VRGS channel to see more games like Compass, the incredible 6th title from Prison Boss studio Trebuchet. I mean, just look at this game. We cannot wait to see more. Okay. Next up is some long-awaited news from one of the most anticipated titles in VR right now.
The first time I played Exoshock, I experienced one of the most visceral and intense VR first-person shooters I've ever played. So I then decided to join the small but mighty two-man indie team over at Polarity One to help take Exoshock to the next level. And today they have asked me to share some epic news about Exoshock's future roadmap with all of you. I'm proud to announce the release of Exoshock Founders Edition. This is a limited edition one-time purchase that costs $12.99. And this gives you instant access to Exoshock's development build and every future update as the game continues to grow. This will include a new map, new weapons, new items, a new progression system, and extra mission-based objectives leading up to the official store's release, where you will receive a digital game key for either Steam or MetaQuest. Founders will also be the first players to experience Exoshock's full co-op multiplayer mode, and as a thank you for supporting the development of Exoshock, you'll also receive an exclusive Founder Discord role with private access to the developers, an exclusive Founder suit skin and badge, plus your name immortalized utilised in the ExoShock's game credits. Right now, ExoShock supports Steam VR and MetaQuest 3 and MetaQuest 3S, but soon ExoShock is also coming to Valve's Steam Frame and Sony's PlayStation VR 2. Plus, flat screen players will be able to join the squad with full cross-play between VR and non-VR on PC, PS5 and Steam Deck. Please use the QR code at the end
Hybrid
of the
as well is going to be great.
in this video's
Yeah,
description to
that'll
become
help it out
ExoShock
a lot.
founder, allowing you to play right now, support the development, and own the game forever at the cheapest price it will ever be. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the game in the future and in the community Discord.
All contract objectives complete. Return to the dropship for extraction.
Yes, finally. You can go and play ExoShock for yourself. This is your chance to get in on the ground
Yeah,
floor.
I haven't heard great things about this game. Like, everybody I know,
No,
I trust
no.
that's played it has been like, yeah, it's fine. But I don't know. It sounds like they're like putting a lot of work and adding to it constantly.
Summon speaks to me in its presentation, but it might just be the trailers doing that.
Yeah,
Give it a try.
Presentation does look
VR
really
industry.
good.
As our next free titles from Triangle Factory, Alchemy Labs, and Shell Games demonstrate.
Hi, Wesley from Triangle Factory here.
I love
We've
Forefront,
been
man.
providing frequent
Yeah, I
updates to
know.
Forefront ever since our early access launch in November last year. 2 new maps, 3 new vehicles, 4 new gadgets, tons of new features, improvements, and much more. We're gearing up to the game's full launch. Forefront 1.0 launches April 23rd with a final price tag of $27.99. So get in for less while you still can. Forefront 1.0 will be paired with a brand new map, new content, and a PC VR update with real-time lighting and improved effects. But before that, we have one last big update we want to share with you. Fjord is available later this week.
There's lots still to come for Forefront. The PSVR 2
I didn't think we're
version
far
is
off
still in
of the PSVR 2 version of this game.
No.
that it will launch with all maps
Good.
and that the team is looking
Good.
to
I wonder if they're
bring
handling the
some of
port
upcoming
themselves or if they've
PSVR
got like VR
improvements
Monkey or
to the
somebody
platform.
working on it.
Plus, the game will be using various
Yeah.
features unique to the headset. Later
Yeah,
this week,
this
Triangle
is a game that like
Factory will be
I
releasing
know
exclusive
when it
pack
gets here I'm going to be
DLC with
so
guns,
excited to
charms,
play,
and more.
but it's like it's not my genre of game, but I know when I'm in there I'm going to just absolutely love it.
It's such a fun time, especially with like a full squad who are all yelling at each other, all trying to get to objectives. It's great stuff. And like them announcing the upgrades visually for PC that are also mostly coming over to PSVR 2, I think will help presentation as well. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, they said they were talking about the Steam version getting real-time lighting and probably shadows and stuff like that. Like as long as we get that on PSVR 2, I think it'll look really nice.
Yeah, I think they said most of that was the wording, so you'd hope that it's most of the lighting improvements, because it's not a bad looking game, but you know, real-time shadows do help.
Just a reminder, the Dimensional Double Shift is free to download on Quest and Android XR. On top of next month's Spoilando content, Alchemy recently launched a new accessibility update that includes the ability to snap turn and more. So now's a great time to check out the game.
Wait, it's not coming across too poorly.
Nope. Here we go. Not this one, but the next one.
So weird.
Among Us 3D's Definitive Edition is the culmination of nearly 4 years of updates and events from the Shell Games team, as they hand the reins back to Innersloth. We can't wait to see what Shell's cooking up next. That's 3 great games you can start playing today and have plenty of reasons to go back to in the weeks, months, and years to come. And speaking of something for the months to come,
this just my PSVR 2 brain not knowing what game this is, or is this something new? Do you recognize this?
I don't recognize this. No, I do not.
Looks good. Oh, okay. They did mention this game leading up to the.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Didn't even forget about that. But it kind of makes sense because not PSVR 2.
With some of VR's best dungeon crawlers. We can't wait for launch next month. We're also happy to confirm that developer ATVR is currently exploring post-launch content, including new weapon classes, spells, and bosses. And while they're not ready to confirm anything today, they are looking into a PSVR 2 version of the game too. Next up are 3 games heading your way in the very near future, including this week's launch of a multiplayer BMX, scooter, and mountain biking game we've been dying to play.
Oh. I'm so excited right now. This looks... I already love it. He's not even on the bike yet. Oh, man. This is great.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, you're right, though. This is definitely not the Deficit Games game. Man, somebody's eating their lunch right now. I feel the copyright claim sinking in as we watch.
Yeah. I was about to say that we should be going la 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 over it just so it doesn't get fucking shock.
Right? Steam only, but hey, hopefully we'll get a PSVR 2 later.
You've been recruited by Glorpo Incorporated to work off your debt. Every day, you and your crew will be assigned a different job. On your first day, you will be abducting more recruits. Bring in anyone with debt and make sure they're up to Glorpo standards.
Screw you and your Glorpo!
Give them their probes, wash their brains, and make sure they are compliant. Got it?
Huh?
Next assignment, take care of our station's youngest inhabitants. Feed them, wash them, keep them entertained. And your final assignment, cooking at the Glorpo Vision Music Clash. No matter how strange, give our performers anything they need. Yes. And remember, don't mess this up, human.
This one's more of a pre-show game for me, personally, I think.
Dude, I was just thinking the same thing. Like, this just isn't my speed at all. Which means you know the trailer's going to end with a PSVR 2 logo.
You're a little quiet for me again. I don't know if that's universal.
Let me check. Check.
Now get to work.
Check. Oh.
Don't forget
Yeah, that's
that
better.
Space Control
right.
currently has a
Let me know
demo
if that's
out on Steam.
I've got it wrong
Give
there,
the
but
game
for
a
me
try
that sounds
before
about where it
full
was
launch
before.
on PC and Quest on April 3rd.
Yeah, my mixer is fucking broken, so I just got to fix it every 5 seconds. What is this?
And it's Mark, game director of The Amusement. And we want to give you all a glimpse behind the locomotion magic that we've integrated into our upcoming narrative adventure game.
Your father, noble as his efforts were, has failed.
You don't have to keep protecting
I've
her
seen the
from
trailer
the
for this
park.
before.
I'm protecting her.
But
from
no
you.
PSVR 2 announcement. But I'm hopeful.
In
'cause
The
it looks
Amusement, we use redirected walking that have the goal to enable real walking in confined play spaces.
In the maze demo, we wanted to ease the player into using all of their room-scale space with impossible spaces. Different parts of the environment are activated while others are disabled, so that we can overlap different parts of the environment while moving you closer and closer to the centerpiece of the maze, the mighty giant Rubitsar.
Rotation gains are another way how we can expand play spaces. Head rotations of the player are amplified so that a virtual turn is slightly larger than a real turn. We use it in this interactive...
Listen, creativity's fine. Creativity's fine, but like, people are trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist, I think, sometimes. And they're like, let's come up with all these creative ways to fix locomotion. It's like, bro,
yeah.
I don't know if it needs to be fixed. I think you're limiting your game by doing it.
I agree. I think where the place where this shines is I did a
and get your
one of the like
station
big
when the
warehouse
movement launches
VR
on
experiences for
April
Space
16th
Marine
on
in the Warhammer
MetaQuest
universe,
Steam VR.
and that was like 8 people, and you're walking all around, but you're in different parts of the map, like miles apart, and that was really cool. But when it's small like this, I agree.
Puzzle adventure game too.
Interesting.
Make sure to check out that demo before launch on April 16th. We're very happy to say that our next segment is sponsored by Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes, launching on PSVR 2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR on April 24th. If you missed this month's trailer, here's another chance
I'm
to
such a
catch
big
it.
Little Nightmares fan.
Peggy 12.
I love it, but I just haven't played enough to call myself a fan.
Dude, you binge all that shit. They're so good. They're so good. Third one I haven't played, but the other 2.
I promise you, before Little Nightmares VR comes out next month, I will definitely play Little Nightmares 1 and 2 at the bare minimum. I promise this to everybody.
That's all you need. That's all you need. 1 and 2, personally, I would say.
And then Reanimal just for funsies.
Mate, Reanimal was amazing as well.
Nice.
But like these games you'll play, they'll last you an hour or 2, 3 hours-ish maybe for Little Nightmares 2 and Reanimal. But then you'll spend the next week looking up all the lore behind it and the world. It's so good, man.
Nice. Are they gonna show us anything new? This is all the same trailer.
It's the same trailer, yeah.
I'm happy it's first person. I know a lot of people weren't, but I'm happy because I feel like if this is a success, then Bandai Namco can just add VR support to Little Nightmares 1 and 2, right? And then give us the third person perspective.
Yeah. Is it iconic behind this port? This game. And I feel like they kind of get the Little Nightmares visual style and world more than Supermassive did with their last one. So I'm very on board. I think it's great.
Nice. It was Supermassive who did Little Nightmares 3? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah, so they got the reins from Bandai after Tarsia left. They were like, we don't want to do any more, we want to do our own thing. At least publicly.
I assumed Tarsier got thrown off the project and was like, fuck you, we're making Reanimal.
I think they might have been asked to make more Tarsier and then they decided to go, is what people say.
We're looking forward to in 2026, including new titles from the developers of Medieval Dynasty, New Settlement, A Fisherman's Tale, and Silhouette.
Fisherman's Tale? What? I know it's just because of the setting, but I'm already getting Dredge vibes.
Yeah.
That does look pretty good.
Yes.
It's not what I expected personally from the Lightkeepers, I don't think.
To the next edition of VRGS this summer. We'll have a little more news on that in a bit.
The train will be accessible for only a few seconds as it exits the tunnel, before it reaches the factory and the bomb detonates. You'll have only 60 seconds. Make them count. Try that one again. Start recording. My turn.
This concept looks really good as long as it's really open-ended and allows you to like just be as creative as you want. But if it's like way more structured and linear, I think I'd be kind of bummed out by it.
Agreed on that.
They take all the fun out of missions.
Look at it this way, Tick. You get to leap aboard a speeding train and defuse a bomb with seconds to spare.
You're used to seeing into the future, Operator. Why don't you choose which mission we take first? All right, Operator. The mission is yours.
Spymaster offers more puzzling ingenuity from the team at Innerspace. We're keeping a close eye on this one.
How much longer is this? This has been pretty already.
We've got a little ways to go yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great matter. It's like, this is Shell Games, yeah, so probably no PSVR 2 support. It's really sad, man. Like, they were kind of killing it on PSVR 1. I feel like Shell needs to step up their game and bring the I Expect You to Die trilogy to PSVR 2, and I don't know. They were a great studio.
I really enjoyed I Expect You to Die. Those games were great.
We never got 3, like on PSVR 1 or 2. So just bring the whole trilogy over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Great Matters, he said it was Innerspace. Yeah, they listed like 3 studios all at once and then showed 3 games all at once, so yeah, I got confused too.
Panoptic 2 is the sequel to one of the best examples of asymmetrical VR multiplayer. Go and support a small team making great games.
No, I didn't mean like...
You got the flash drive? Got it.
Forget it.
Good.
All right, let's watch the Damn it, Princess Summerscale's holding me to the fire.
Shit! They've sealed the main entrance from the outside. Find the exit stairwell now.
This is quest footage, by the way, for sure. But I was speaking to one of the devs while buying this earlier. What day is it? Tuesday. This was last week. And yeah, the PSVR 2 version will have some improvements visually. So if you're worried about resolution and lighting and stuff, don't be, basically.
Yeah, I just think when a game like this comes along and you see these people, you know, standing in very well-lit corridors with zero shadows underneath their feet, it just stands out. It's just so bland. A little real-time shadow goes a long way.
Yeah. I don't know how much I can say about the PSVR 2 port for this one, but there's some cool stuff there experimented with.
Cool. I'm sure they're going to use headset haptics for all the psychic powers and stuff like that, so I'm sure it'll be great.
One thing they did talk about was there's a power which gives you like laser vision, and they were talking about using eye tracking to point it where you want to point it, but that's not a definite or not a thing that will for sure be added, but it was like a consideration at least. So they're thinking about the features. They're thinking about the features.
Cool.
Nice one. That'll open the door. Bad news. Homelander's on his way.
What the fuck do I do?
Rooftop's your only exit. Get moving before that cape-wearing wanker shows up.
Butcher, Homelander's already here.
I'm trying to find an exit.
So, we finally meet. The terrorist from Votland who murdered 3 soups and made such a mess at Sage Grove. You know, I don't know what I expected, but certainly not this. Though you do remind me of someone. Hugh Campbell. Starlight's twink boyfriend, total loser. But I underestimated him. I won't be doing the same with you.
Lucas, run, now!
I did some conversation in the chat happening saying, I see Tommy in there being like, this is such a bad advertisement for VR in general, right? People are going to see The Boys and go, "Oh man," right? Like VR still looks bad. But for me, this is a step forward for Arvory, right? It's less about selling VR and more about watching this studio get bigger and evolve and make these kind of fuller-fledged adventures. Not every game is going to sell VR. Some games are just going to be fun and fine.
Yeah.
First, a little news from us. We're very happy to announce our first ever summer edition of VRGS, taking place around the Summer Games Fest weekend. We've always wanted to give VR its own spotlight in one of the most exciting times in the gaming calendar, and this is the year to do it. We'll share the final date soon, but look forward to even more game announcements and updates, including Postal 2 VR from Flat to VR Studios. And speaking of Flat to VR, let's close out the show with what has become something of a tradition here at VRGS.
Here we go.
Let's get the latest updates from Impact
This is where the
Inc.,
good stuff
Flat to VR Spark, and Flat to VR Studios.
I am Phil, founder and creative director for Play XD, and this is Primal Rumble.
Yeah, maybe not this first. I don't know about it. This is a surprise.
This is where the good stuff is going to be. Well, maybe not this. I like the immediate contradiction.
The stuff that I'm aware of, I hadn't seen this before, so I don't know. This could be great, but I'm not sure.
Immediately, I'm like not interested, but I'm sure it's fine.
Humor is the real payoff. Something full of charm that's fun for everyone.
I forget that I've not seen everything. I've just seen like expose myself to the PSVR 2 stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, this is up next, and it's complete fucking surprise.
Move, react, and show off.
Right.
It plays like a proper card battler with clear rules, quick turns, and choices that really matter. Winning earns you new cards, and that's where the fun really grows. Tweaking your deck, trying new combos, and learning those little tricks. The big thing is presence. The arena can sit on your coffee table or can scale up into the room. And the primals feel like collectible vinyl toys with real weight and personality. We're taking just a bit more time to polish and get the game just right. But if this feels like your type of game, we'd really appreciate you wishlisting Primal Rumble on MetaQuest.
Demo for babies. Oh my god.
Hey VR community, I'm Francois from the Tech Breakers. On behalf of the team, I'd like to thank you for the support you've shown V-Racer Hoverbike, and we've got something big for you today. V-Racer Hoverbike has come a long way this past year. We launched on MetaQuest, PSVR 2, and we had several updates, including Halloween and Christmas events. And honestly, the best part has been you, the players. The liveries you've designed for bikes, suits, and helmets have been incredible. And it made one thing obvious. You wanted even more ways to be creative. So today, we're launching the V-Racer Hoverbike Track Editor. It's live right now on all platforms.
Hell yeah.
Build your own tracks, publish them, and race what the community creates. Go wild with endless loops. Create the ultimate speed trials, or just keep the multiplayer sessions fresh with endless community tracks. We're also
basically
adding
infinite content
female
now.
Rider option
V-Racer.
and the HGP 1000 career.
This is going to get me to get back into it finally.
To compete for.
Yeah. It's going to recreate all of the tracks that I like in real life, but in V-Racer style.
Right. All the Wipeout Omega Collection tracks are now here.
Yeah. So that's actually a really good point.
If you like VR, you should buy this game.
You really wouldn't know this.
Is this our multiplayer announcement?
There's another robot, yeah.
Right now? Today? May 21st. Wait, January, February, March, April. Oh, it's like 2 months away. Are we in May now?
We have a date though. We have a date. I did that the other day. I was like, oh, it's May next month, but it's not. There's
Eagle-eyed
April.
fans may have also spotted a hint at the addition of a new class in that trailer.
And a new class.
Well, here's a bonus. You can go and unlock and then play as the Superbot on PSVR 2 and PCVR today.
Cool.
Nice. So we have a date. Finally.
Yeah. It's exciting. Like Disney? Was that what that was? Like
that is Disney, yeah. I mean, Disney font.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey
that's
everyone,
a big get to be fair, IP-wise.
From FlatVR Studios. Last year we announced FlatVR Spark to help some of the best modders turn their amazing work into fully licensed releases. And today we're really excited to show you the very first one, and that's Flatout 4 Total Insanity VR.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, seeing these inside the car cockpit views is so exciting.
I can't wait for this, man.
Yep. And I got my racing rig all set up for the Galaxy Kart stream the other day. Oh, and it's like, now I just need this in my veins.
Hell yeah.
And completely rebuilt it for VR. You're right there in the cockpit for every crazy bone-rattling hit, every near miss, every massive pile-up. There's classic racing, arena battles, a stunt mode, multiplayer. It's all there, the entire game. It's not just a portion of it. We made it in close collaboration with really a legendary VR modder, a good friend of mine, Mutar, who's also known as No More Flat.
Hello, it's Sergi. Nice to meet you all. I'm very excited for this project. For me, the goal was simple. Keep what makes Flatout fun, then make it even greater in VR.
Mutar really did something seriously impressive here, bringing full 6 degrees of freedom VR to a game running on a custom engine. And because the original game was built as a third-person experience, the interiors were really not even modeled. And so we actually brought one of our talented artists in, Adam, who painstakingly rebuilt every car interior in the game with new cockpit geometry. He upgraded the dashboards, improved textures, and we really spent time getting the engine right, running well in VR. We added DLSS to make the game look super sharp. So this is exactly what Spark is for. We pair some of our favorite modders, creators, developers, and support them as they work on just some of their dream games. And we really hope this opens the door to getting a lot more amazing games officially launched in VR. Flatout 4 launches in early access on Steam VR Thursday, April 23rd this year.
Pretty soon?
Yeah. This is really good news.
Looks great. Yeah.
Hey,
it's great to see the work that goes into it as well in terms of modeling and redoing.
Yeah, it's not as easy as flipping a switch.
Yeah. Now we've taken everything we've learned and brought it to a title we can't wait to share.
Wait, is this Everslot? No, it's Wrath. Okay, I don't know why my brain just went to Everslot. That's weird.
Suspended somewhere between life and death, drawn to a world by a mysterious being, you are charged with hunting down angelic entities who have succumbed to
patience, Grey Matter, patience. Everything will come to PSVR 2 eventually.
First Outlander here, but will you be the last? This is not a simple conversion. With our partners at FlatVR Studios, we rebuilt and refined Wrath so it plays like it belongs in VR. Hands-first combat, real interaction, and pacing that keeps you moving. The weapons pack a satisfying punch. Dual-wielding, two-handed, flick reloads, real breakable artifacts. Our goal with any VR port is simple. make the player feel the potential of the character's abilities. We've had free rein to improve the underlying game based upon community feedback and our own experience. The gore, blood and body parts have been brutalized for maximum effect. We've added an addictive slide movement, slow motion power-ups, all whilst optimizing, fixing and balancing. We really hope you agree this is the definitive way to experience the dark world of Wrath, Aeon of Ruin.
If you followed or supported our ports over the year, thank you. This is a combination of years of work, learning, friendship and engagement with our awesome community.
I love boomer shooters like this. Give these guys the bolt gun license, give them Warhammer bolt gun, and I'm like the happiest person on earth.
Yeah, there's a ton of old school shooters that I would love for them to give this treatment to.
Yeah.
April 9th, we got an official release date.
Wraps it up for the spring 2026 edition of the VR Game Showcase. We're off to wishlist Flatout VR and Wrath. Pre-order the boys trigger warning, grab Forefront ahead of full launch, and, well, much more. Thank you so much for tuning in and helping to build this show out to be the spotlight VR gaming deserves. We'll see you soon for our first ever summer edition.
Down here, maybe take these AirPods out. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think there's anything here that totally blew me away, but I think a nice solid showcase all around. I'm really happy with what we saw today.
Agreed. I think it's what I kind of said before going in was that it's not going to be, we're not going to get Resident Evil here. Right. That's kind of always the example I go to, but there's a lot of good stuff in terms of updates and kind of like reigniting certain older games that maybe we've gone past in the last couple of years, like Legendary Tales. That's probably the biggest one for me, where I'm really eager to get stuck into that. Flatout, I think, as well, will be coming over probably after its early access period, and then hopefully we'll have full wheel support for Logitech, Fanatec, Crossmaster, all of that good stuff. That V-Racer update too, RoboQuest getting a date. Trombone Champ is one I need to spend more time in, and then Wrath also finally getting a release date for that, which is sooner than I thought. Really, I thought it'd be late April maybe in my head, but yeah, now it's early.
Yeah, the big concern for me is all these games suddenly have an April release window, April release date, Little Nightmares, Wrath, and we're gonna be heading out to Vegas. The whole Without Parole crew's heading out to Vegas. So we gotta and then Microsoft Flight Sim, like it's like banger after banger after banger. Yeah. It's like, of course it happens like as soon as we schedule our meetup, but I think it'll be perfect. I think I'll get a lot of reviews done before I head out. And that's the hope anyway. It'll be a good time.
It was a similar feeling last year. I remember speaking to you last year when Hitman was the biggest release, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm going to be away." And it did eventually work itself out, but it's going to be a busy month. Let's put it that way. I think, especially for you guys, but you'll be fine. You'll get it done.
Urban Wolf Games reminds us that the DLC for Legendary Tales is already out. I'm just gonna look it up real quick here because we were talking over some things, and no, I looked up Legendary Takes. There's something about. That's not the first time I've done that. Legendary Tales. So the Dawn of History DLC is $20, and I got to say, in my head for the last, I don't know, ever since it was announced, for some reason I was thinking 30. Right, because of all the content, the new dungeons, the upgrades, and all that. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's going to be a tough sell at $30, even though it is a massive update. And so I'm really glad that it's 20. And currently, there is you can get Legendary Tales proper for $30, right, which is 25% off of its already reduced price because it launched at $55. Or, oh man, the bundle. The bundle's not looking good right now because the bundle's $55. So you're actually paying more for the bundle because the actual game is on sale. So yeah.
Later down the line though, I guess it'll work out. But yeah,
you'll save $5 down the line. But right now, it's cheaper to buy the game and then buy the DLC separately. But still, pretty good, man. Because again, the core game launched for $55, and they've made a ton of improvements since then. And then now for $5 less than the original launch price, you can get Legendary Tales and the DLC.
Yeah,
and, man, I'm excited. Are you jumping in today? Are you gonna play some Legendary Tales today?
I think I'm going to try it, yeah. Literally midway through the stream, because I messaged BJ a few days ago. I say a few days ago, whenever it was, where I went through like the lineup of stuff here, and I basically shot him a message, and he replied to me midway through the stream here, being like, sorry, super busy. And I imagine it is an incredibly busy time for them, so no problem. But I think as long as, I can get access to it today, I'll be sure to give it a go. Yeah, I'm really eager. It looks great, and I think it's $15.99 here in the UK, so that's a super price for, like, I think was the stat like 75% expansion on the main game's content, if we're going to look at it that way, which is huge. BJ and the team, I mean, what can I say? That's not already been said about them. They're just fantastic. They've been killing it since Legendary Tales came out, and I hope this sells very, 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 very well.
Yeah, what is it? I want to know what the chat thinks. It's funny. Jamie Feltham just sent me a message, and he was like, "I did what the people wanted. I said PSVR 2 a lot." I mean, what do people in the chat think? I mean, obviously, I would like to know what everybody thinks about the quantity of PlayStation VR 2 content in this showcase. Right? Was it enough for you? And because I think for me, it was the perfect amount. At no point will I ever expect every single game that gets shown to have PSVR 2 support. But it was the games that I was interested in for the most part. Like there was one or two that I was like, oh, maybe down the line this will get PSVR 2 support, because it didn't mention it yet. But as we've seen, a lot of studios are very quiet about their PSVR 2 plans because they want to get their Steam version out. They want to get their Quest version out. They want to do that because it's a much more complicated process getting your games on the PSVR 2. So yeah, I mean, were you happy with the amount of PSVR 2 stuff, Jamie? While I look at the chat and see what they say.
Yeah, as I said, like at the start of the stream, and also this ties into what Alijan Biz just said in the chat with his $2 donation there, saying, "How did I release a video a minute ago?" As I said at the start of the stream, if you weren't here, I was aware of all the PSVR 2 stuff, at least, that was going to be here ahead of time. Hence why I wasn't sitting there going, oh, I wonder if this will be here, because it's just complete farce at that point. But from that point of view, like, I was still happy. As soon as I read through him originally, as soon as I saw him here, and probably sitting with the whole show, I think it was a good presentation. And I think the main thing for me here is less about new releases and new games, because I feel like we've had a lot of those over the last 2 weeks announcement wise with Little Nightmares, Microsoft Flight Sim. The updates, what excited me the most here, and I think that's enough. I'm happy with that. I'm very excited to get stuck into the V-Racer update and the Legendary Tales DLC, and then RoboQuest in a 2 months or so. So yeah, very, very much very happy, I would say. Obviously, you can always ask for more, but what we got, yeah, I'm content with, especially with the rest of the news we got this week.
Let's see. Steve says, definitely one of the better showcases. Legendary Tales DLC purchase after you finished. Not much else for me personally, but I'm fussy. Corey says, I was thinking it would be okay, but it was badass. Golu says it was okay. Many Quest games were not really interesting for a PSVR 2 player anyway. Let's see. Who said that? All I was here for was an ExoShock announcement, so it's a 10 out of 10 for me. I did see Wayne. I want to can't completely glaze the whole show, and so let's bring Wayne into this. He said, "Not enough IMO. I won't sugarcoat it."
Yeah, that's fair.
So where although I was happy with the amount of PSVR 2 titles we got, I'm like, I think I was looking for just like the cherry on top. Would have just been like some games I had never heard of before. This very much felt like a showcase updating us on a lot of games that we already knew about. And like you said, but I think the updates were great. And again, this is early years for VR game showcase. So I'm actually impressed that they're already bringing this quantity and quality of titles to their showcases.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you as that. I think if we got all these updates and kind of the looks at the games we've already either come out with before, we've seen before. If those are, it was like, oh, there's a V-Racer update, the words even, coming in April. Say if that update wasn't coming out today and it wasn't Shadow Drop, same with Legendary Tales, if it was like it's a release date, I would have maybe been a bit more like, Well, whatever. But I think it's because we've had those, 1, 2, or 3 updates where it's like you can go and play this now. There's more content here for you right now. You don't have to wait. It's there. I think that's what pushed it up a bit. But I do understand why some people obviously wanted more new titles. But I think I just came preloaded with Flight Sim in my brain, and I'm just happy forever now. So
yeah, I'm with you. I'm pretty happy with the state of things, and this was just a reminder that things are good and just going to continue to be good for the rest of the year. And the fact that it was a good show, and we didn't even see some of the bangers that I'm really interested in, like EXD Extra Dimensional or Automa. Right, these are games that just look like they're going to be great and some of the best games of the year, and those weren't even here. And it's like, but the show still managed to be really solid. So I'm okay. And I do think that we need to make a little bit of noise. I saw Wes in the chat saying, listen, if you want Flat Out 4 on PSVR 2, like make some fucking noise. And so this is what the GameCat Ops thing is all about, is reminding developers like, hey, like just like don't forget about us. We are a passionate community. We will buy your game when you bring it to us. And so that's if you're not already a part of our Discord, click the link in the description below. Come join us over there, where we have just a list of games that we're excited about that we really want on PSVR 2. We've already had some wins, which has been great. Unmourned is coming to PSVR 2. Forefront is coming to PSVR 2. Things are going well. Right, they're slow, but they're going well, and so come join our Discord, make some noise with us, and let's let the BMX game, was that VMX? Is that what it was? And Flat Out,
I believe so.
Let's make sure that they remember that we're here and that we're very, very excited about their game on our platform.
Make some noise. And like if we get Flat Out, I'm also gonna be really happy. Another racing game to add to the pile. So hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to see what kind of crazy creations people make in this V-Racer hover bike track editor. I think that's going to be a blast. Like you said, endless content. And so that game's never going to get old now.
Yeah, I'm definitely jumping straight into that one.
Let me double check the chat here. I think we got those gift memberships. GameCato during the show sent another 10 without parole gift memberships. Thank you, as always, for your support. Love it. Dead Ringer with the level 1 membership says, smash the like button, Tarzan. Good show. Thanks. Yeah, and if you have a hype button, feel free to do that. I don't even have a hype button yet. Alejandre D. Cat Allergic. No, that's the wrong one. Alejandre 2Y Underground Stranger Game Cat with the $2 says, how did Jammy release a new video a minute ago? Because this is what I'm talking about. Jamie takes initiative and he actually does research on this stuff. And so he he knew a lot of what was happening prior and did a video and scheduled it to go live. And so if you missed the show somehow,
actually,
right?
I've got a second, Jamie.
If you missed the show and you just want a quick recap, then go watch Jamie's video on it, or you can just watch us talk over it. Whatever. It's all sorts of ways. Yeah, Tommy says, but Flat Out's already confirmed for PSVR 2. I didn't see a PSVR 2 logo at the end of the Flat Out 4 trailer. You got to remember, guys. You got to remember, and I hope Flat to VR talks more about this. Is that initially when Flat Out was revealed, it was supposed to be like, we have the IP for Flat Out, and we've like taken the best parts of all the games and combining them into one Flat Out VR game. And they listed all the different platforms, saying this is a massive project for us. It's gonna be released. This isn't that. We don't know if that will ever be released, right? That might have been, and I'm not speaking for Flat to VR, but from what I've noticed, or from the details I'm trying to collate here, that's a completely different project than Flat Out 4 Total Insanity VR, right? This is a straight port of Flat Out 4 VR by one person, right? By this one person who's like super specialized, and so it's a different game, it's a different project. And so I would say it's not confirmed, but I'll let Flat to VR speak on that themselves.
Yeah, I think this is Flat to VR Spark, they're like initiative thing, isn't it? So it's I don't know. In my brain, I've kind of accepted the fact that maybe the Flat Out VR that we knew has now been amalgamated into Flat Out 4 Total Insanity VR. In my brain, I've kind of come to accept that, and I think this is just what we get. But I'd assume once it's out of early access, if there's enough noise about it, because it is an official kind of standalone release on Steam, it will be its own thing on PlayStation if it's asked for and wanted.
Yeah, and again, I think this is like kind of the growing pains of like a small studio like Flat to VR. Like, they want to announce everything and let people know, look at all the stuff that we have in the works and look how much stuff we have planned. And then it's just like, a year and a half, 2 years later, you're like, what happened with that? And they're like, oh, there's so many moving parts and there's so many games in the works. And, so I am, it's not just because, we're friends with the people involved. It is because I honestly do think that these guys are doing God's work for VR. They're honestly holding VR up almost not by themselves, but they're holding half of the plate up for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
So
they were such a big part of this showcase alone.
So I'm down to give them some leeway. Yeah. And if you want Wes's input, guess what? Wednesday's show is just mere hours away. We got Mustang 750 VR with a nice $1 tip and sunglass emoji. Thank you very much. Keeping cool out there. It's cold. What am I talking about? It's not hot. We're not in the middle of summer. Game Cato with the Australian 5 says, thanks for the show, guys. If Flat Out doesn't come to PSVR 2 in 2026, I'm going to cry, though. I was like, no, don't cry. Anyways, 3 a.m. here. Time to sleep. Take care. Much love, Game Cato. Get some sleep. Get some rest. And then we got Nihilist Ryan, the game feeling with the $5 tip, says the games just never stop coming. You know who else never stops coming? That's right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here and for all the support. This has been a fun stream. Thank you, Jammy, for being here. Remember, everybody go to youtube.com/@Jammyhero. Subscribe to his channel. Spread the VR love to those who deserve it. Some people don't.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. As always, anytime. These streams are just a great chance to jump in, speak to all you guys and hang out with everybody in the community. So yeah, thank you for having me again.
Hey, anytime. And thank you everybody for being here, supporting the channel, doing what you do. And don't forget, we got a GoFundMe. So help us get to Vegas. That's just I had to throw that in at the very end. I keep forgetting that we have a GoFundMe going on. But you guys are the best because you are getting us to Vegas and you're keeping the channel running. You're the best goddamn community the internet has ever seen. And guess what? Every other community is fucking jealous of ours. Don't let them fool you. They're jealous. They want you. They're going to come and take you. Boy, this got real dark at the end, didn't it?
It did.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody. We love you all. Goodbye.